love or finances, and they're probably going to be admitting to you, or at least admitting to themselves, their faults. And somehow you're going to get wind of this, and it's going to be able to give you a peaceful resolution where you can begin being productive again. Okay, so Libra, that's your reading for this week. If it did resonate with you, go ahead, leave a comment, like, subscribe, share, and I'll be seeing you for more readings here in the future. All right, welcome Pisces. Here's your energy for this upcoming week from Spirit. Here's what Spirit wants you to know, okay? And we have here first up, what is this? Don't stop. So whatever you got going on, my beautiful Pisces friends, my artistic friends, my beautiful emotionally strong and stable kings and queens. Hello. All right, seems as if everything's going good right now. Let's go ahead and just do a reading just to get some energy flowing and see what happens. If anyone comes up, beginning with that magical Nordic tarot card deck. Oh, look at this. There's some things that want to come out. A whole lot of things. We're going to mess around with that right now. Into some cycles. You're ready. We have here first up that Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Three of Wands, and it seems like it's time to get to step and start working toward what it is that you really want, because lately you've been in a little bit of a haze, a fog as far as what you should be doing, what you could be doing, and you're ready to start seeing some actual physical manifestations take place, right? That seems all good, but you have to use that Queen of Swords energy there, being mature, direct, still caring, still nurturing, still taking care of your duties and responsibilities, but just cutting through all the nonsense mentally and actually choosing the path and walking it. Your freedom lies just beyond that, whatever choice you feel you need to make. So we know that you're looking for opportunities. You may have opportunities, maybe too many. Let's see what's going to happen here. No reversals will be read. We have here, yeah. You're ready to take action. You're ready for things to start happening. That Knight of Wands energy, passionate, passionate action. You're ready to go. There's nothing else that needs to be said about that, really. Let's go ahead and see what this Queen of Swords is about. Yeah, like I said earlier, you got to cut through some of this confusion. You may have too many options going on. It's time to cut through that. Interesting. But you're still very guarded about what it is you should be doing. Is something stopping you? What's stopping you? Yeah, something is stopping you. Just want to come out before I can even shuffle that three of swords there. It's like you're hesitant because of past hurts. Maybe feeling a little hesitant because of past hurts, past disappointments, past betrayals, or people not holding up their end of the deals in the past. Yeah, that three of swords there can be pretty painful sometimes. Ah, yeah, it's like you're afraid of rushing off just to get into some heartbreak. Let's get some more cards coming out there. Yeah, a lot of indecision. Looking for, yeah, you're really looking at that heartache there. Yeah, I feel like you're stuck. You feel stuck. Even with that Queen of Swords energy, you know you need to make a decision, but you just feel stuck, afraid of the past repeating itself. Maybe let's go ahead and get a clarifier for that Three of Swords. Is it love, finances? What's going on? Deals didn't work out. You're just really holding on to that pain there. You're not walking away from that pain. You're a little stuck here. Yeah. So whoever that is for, you're just feeling stuck in your energy right now. Go ahead, go into hermit mode, keep reviewing, see what other things you can be doing differently or considering differently or looking at it from a different point of view. You know, let's not weaponize our anxiety and let that keep us from doing things. You know, let's not do that. Expect you expect to receive something for all this hard work that you're doing, these opportunities, you know. And the thing of it is that you sort of given up because it has been strenuous. You haven't been seeing anything. You feel as if your fortune actually has been reversed. It's keeping you stuck. You're like stuck. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. With that three of wands there in reverse, and it's like, is there someone potentially gossiping around you? Hmm? Or you feel as if someone's stalking you, not giving you breathing room? You know, it's like there's a whole lot of immature thinking going on. Or maybe this is you. Maybe this is you. Maybe no one's involved. And I know people don't want to hear that. All right. But this could very well be you. You may be scattered. Your thoughts may be scattered right now about because you have all this heavy work that you need to let go of, all these heavy things, all these, this just busyness going on. And yeah, Pisces, you may be feeling stuck this week. All right. And I hate to give you such information. You might be feeling stuck this week because you're not seeing the fruit of your labor. You know, you're not receiving that message of love. If it is indeed dealing with love, okay, you may not be receiving that message of love or those things that you think are required to, you know, be loved or feel loved, you know. But the truth is coming out here pretty soon about this whole situation, all right? The angels, the spirit, God, whatever, they're telling you, hey, don't stop. Don't stop, okay? Just keep processing all of this. Take your time. And usually I wouldn't tell anyone to stay in their head or stay with their emotions. But I believe very well that if you are in your head, if you are in your emotions, be it with the job or finances or a relationship, you know, I believe this is more strongly dealing with some kind of artistic pursuit, some kind of project that you have going on, and it doesn't seem to be fulfilling you emotionally, and you're just scattered right now. Take some time, you know, use your intuition and get out of that fog, all right? Get out of that fog there, Pisces. This is going to be a week for you to keep going, keep processing, take your time, allow yourself to get out of that fog. Because right now, you're a little stagnant, you feel stuck. All right? If you would like to know why exactly you're feeling stuck or what exactly you can do to get out of that energy, go ahead, leave a comment, like, subscribe, share, and we can get further into this. Okay, Pisces? I wish y'all the best of luck this week. All right, Sagittarius, here's your energy for the upcoming week here. We're going to pull some cards from the Angel Answers Oracle card deck to get us started up, right? And here, the angels want you to know, oh, once again, yet another sign in the near future. So look at the Scorpio. I know they had that for sure in the near future. And see if that resonates with you too. But we'll go ahead and continue with your energy reading for this week. And we're going to be using the Magical Nordic Tarot card deck to get those main energies out there for you there, Sagittarius. All right, we have here, okay, this wants to pop out at us, the Seven of Wands. Interesting already. The Hierophant card and the King of Swords. All right here. So it seems like this upcoming week, all right, you may need to be focusing in on boundaries that you may have, standing up for yourself, being defensive, okay, or something dealing with your defensive. I'm not saying that you need to be defensive, but just be aware of your actions and how people are trying to perhaps manipulate them. All right, but we're going to go ahead and talk about this Hierophant card here. Something structured, something dealing with some kind of belief system, probably, or just organizations at work. Okay, and then you have here the King of Swords. You know, yeah, I said structure, and here you got the King of Swords. That mental structure, that ability to think and speak clearly and maturely, being responsible with your words and standing on your own business. Okay, that's very interesting. In the near future, you're going to be involved in something. Maybe it is marriage, maybe it is some kind of partnership. Maybe you're a teacher or a student, okay? But boundaries are going to be necessary and clear communication. You have to communicate your boundaries clearly with this organization or this person or whatever's going on. Okay, there, Sagittarius. Keep in mind those ones, they're fiery energy. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, right? Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, that fiery energy. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers using this Rider Waite deck, okay? And see what the story is for this week. The energies for this week clarify that Seven of Wands, you got the Seven of Cups in reverse. You got the Page of Pentacles. And then you have the Sun in reverse. Yeah, this is a pretty interesting week for you here. You got 2 sevens here, and that means using your intuition for sure. I say that as using your intuition and waiting for your work to start producing something for you. You got to self-reflect and look at your inner truths about maybe a deal that's being offered to you from a business, or maybe someone's even proposing to you. Someone may even be proposing to you when it comes to marriage in this near future or something like that, some kind of relationship potentially. Okay, what was very interesting here also is this Sun in reverse. And it's like, I want to say that's more like moon energy, but I don't want to say that at the same time, because that Sun in reverse is usually something that's very good, or not in reverse, excuse me. The Sun upright is usually just very good. Now, keep in mind, no matter what, the Sun is always positive to see, but it's like you have to express. You have to express yourself. It's like, how can I say this? Okay, energies, help me to speak here for Sagittarius in this situation. Okay, it's like you need inner joy over external pleasures, and you need to communicate that with somebody. Maybe someone's offering you some kind of a gift. Maybe they're offering you some kind of a job, maybe, or maybe even love, or some type of stability, but it's a little immature. It seems small, and you got to vocalize to them potentially, hey, this that you're offering me is not making me happy, because they're actually sort of having you, you were confused with that Seven of Cups, but the Seven of Cups is actually in reverse, and that is clarity, your ability to make decisions, and you want to protect that. You don't want someone to you don't want a person, place, or thing to put you into the Seven of Cups. You don't want that, and you're protecting yourself from that. That's what this boundaries card is about, okay? You're protecting yourself from being confused. You're facing reality. You're letting go of fantasies, and a fantasy may be whatever this organization is trying to offer you. And you're like, yeah, that would be good, but really inside, that's not what I want. That's not going to bring me joy. And you have to communicate that very clearly there, Sagittarius, okay? Very clearly. It's like you're outgrowing their mixed signals. You're outgrowing their mixed signals. And that's beautiful in this that's beautiful in this next week. The energy for this next week in the near future. All right, let's get some more clarifiers. Oh, yeah. You're dropping the bullshit. Excuse me. Yeah. Look at that. You got the Sun being clarified. The Sun in reverse being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, and at the bottom of this deck here. Well, I need to stop shuffling. I'm looking at these cards and I'm shuffling at the bottom of this deck here. You have the Five of Swords. Okay, so that's victory, but it's not really a victory where you feel as if everyone can win, but you most certainly have won, because here's the bottom line for you, Sagittarius, for the energies for this upcoming week here. In the near future, You're going to be defending the fact that you're not going to be caught up in someone's confusion or people's confusion with the seven of cards, seven of cups in reverse, and you're dropping that load. You're ending that cycle. You're dropping the burdens with the Ten of Wands here, which is also Sagittarius energy, that fiery energy. You're dropping these burdens, okay? And you're realizing that this organization, this coupling, this grouping, this pairing, this religious thing, whatever's going on there, or something that you're just used to doing, this group, yeah, they're offering you stability, but in all actuality, it's just confusion. It's not really organized. It is involving groups of people, and you're going to be able to speak very clearly. Hey, yeah, that looks very good, but that's not going to do anything for me on the inside. It may be somewhat prosperous financially, but emotionally and mentally, like, it's not going to bring me any fortune. This is no good for me. You are not dealing with these mixed signals. You're not dealing with this petty stuff. And you may have to be ultra defensive. I won't say ultra, but you may have to go to war a little bit, or say it, articulate it in such a way that, these people just give up and you're like, oh, you know what? This isn't going to work with this guy. I'm not going to keep him in a state of confusion, or this guy or gal. Okay, Sagittarius? That's a very powerful message for this weekend. For this week. And that's your energy for this week, all right? You're outgrowing their mixed signals, and it's time for something new. It's time for a fresh start. All right there? So, Sagittarius, if this resonates with you, go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever, and let me know. And we can do even more readings for you, because that's pretty exciting. I'm happy to see you get out of that energy in the near future this week. See you next time. All right, welcome to your weekly forecast here, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and see what the angels' answers have to tell you using these oracle cards, okay? What's the message here for Scorpio for this week and the upcoming energies for this week for Scorpio we have here? In the near future. So, Scorpio, you can expect here in the near future something's going to happen. Something's coming up, maybe this week, right? Well, this is the weekly energy, so this week in the near future, there's confirmation for you. We already have cards wanting to jump out at you there, Scorpio, so let's go ahead and get that. The World card, okay. The Hermit, Major Arcanas, and the Nine of Cups. Oh, for some reason I just got, if you didn't hear, a huge, oh, that's interesting, but we're not going to do that. If it comes up, it'll come up. I got a huge sigh of relief for y'all. In the near future, there's been something going on with you, okay? Something going on with you, and you're going to be able to rest. You're going to be able to rest your mind, okay? Something's going to come to a close, okay? Something's going to come to a close with you. Yeah, this is very nice, very calming. This is very calming energy here. I'm going to get some more cards. I'm feeling all this energy for you, and it's actually very calming. Something's coming to a close. Something's going to be resolved. And you're just going to be freed. You're going to be freed from something that's going to allow you to actually enjoy yourself. You're going to get to know yourself this week. Something's going to happen where you get to know yourself. You're going to be able to meditate and just actually relax in your own mind for once. Oh, I feel a lot of relief here. And you got that Nine of Cups, and it's very fortunate, very healing energy. Usually that Nine of Cups is more of just everything is great, everything is good. It's like, you have everything that you want, especially in the emotional side. But I'm seeing here just overall a whole lot of relaxation. A whole lot of relaxation, Scorpio. That energy for this week. Let's figure this stuff out. I'm getting so relaxed, I don't want to move on. I just want to end this right here. But we got to give you a couple of minutes, right? So, to clarify this world, what could be coming to a conclusion, right? We have King of Cups energy. All right, and for the Hermit, Two of Cups energy. Jeez Louise, someone's in love. And that Nine of Pentacles energy, two nines. Two nines, King of Cups. Oh, and that's this can be Scorpio energy too. It's water energy. It can be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, And some of these cards, they're like directly for the zodiac signs, but that's a whole lot to remember. But this is you. or someone in your aura, just this whole energy of love and financial independence. This may be soulmate twin flame energy here. You may be concentrating on that, or concentrating on a new idea, or concentrating on a new idea. But you're being guided by the energies. You're being guided by angels. See the angels here with these two people. I'm thinking that there's a soulmate connection between you, Scorpio, this King of Cups energy, and a connection. Yeah, look at that. You got this guy with the green hair, and you got green hair, then you got this golden person here, You're involved with the earth energy, and this person is very financially stable. They don't need you for financial things. They want to be enjoying life, but you are in their life too. Look at that. But something's coming to a conclusion. Something's wrapping up with that world card, the hermit. You got two major arcanas. Scorpio, this week, you're going to be realizing a whole lot of things. It's going to bring you a lot of good feeling, emotions, and relaxation. I'm feeling. Let's go ahead and get that final row out there to clarify further for you these energies for this week here, Scorpio. That's very nice. That's very nice, Scorpio. And we have here, the Nine of Cups. Again? The Nine of Cups again? And this is in the near future, this week. Then you got, the Ten of Cups. Scorpio, you guys are on fire. Ten of Cups, and let's go ahead and get that final card. You got the Nine of Cups, you got the Nine of Pentacles. You got two cards I want to jump out here. I'm almost afraid to show you what these two cards is, but this is highly important. You got the Lover's card, and oh my goodness. And at the bottom of this deck here, you have the Hermit card. It's like you've been thinking about this and thinking about this and wishing for this and wishing for this. You've been inner reflecting with that Hermit card. And in the near future, this is beautiful. Once again, this makes me sort of want to cry. Because you have, I don't know if this is just you as a person, but it's like, this is quite amazing. With that Hermit card, the World card, Nine of Cups, there's so many nines, so many things coming to conclusions. You're completing this cycle, and it's bringing you so much abundance. It's bringing you into a relationship where decisions are being made, and it's causing you wealth. This person is wealthy. This person is well off. This person is content with what they have. You're thinking about yourself. You're thinking about your own energies with this Hermit card. You're thinking about relationships or making decisions that are making you happy. There's union here. You are now realizing here in this very near future that whoever this Hermit is, and that's Virgo energy, that's Earth energy, that's Virgo energy, right? This person is your happiness, and you're able to be happy with that person. Whoever this Virgo is, this Earth energy is, this strong, independent man or woman, who already has their own finances together. They're happy with their own life. They're looking for a connection. They're looking to make good deals. They're looking for this Empress. They are the Empress probably as well. They're abundant. They're fruitful. Here in this upcoming week, Scorpio, you are going to come to this realization that you are with the person that you have been dreaming about. You are in the perfect relationship for the time being, because you can be content and happy on your own. You're a loving, kind, caring, emotionally mature person. You are that person. If not, you're definitely becoming that person. I feel like, I'm going to keep rambling. Hopefully this isn't too long. But this is a rather short actual reading for this week. This is just astonishing. This is just astonishing. I don't see anything negative about this week at all. Just understand this. And I usually am not this strong about this kind of stuff, the soulmate twin flame thing. But you are definitely either thinking about your partner, or you're realizing that this person that you're thinking about, or that you are actually with right now, is the person that you want to be with. And that's purely the energy of these cards. That's the energy from God, Buddha, Jesus, whoever, the universe, spirit, Lilith, Hecate, whoever it is that you pray to, or just your inner knowing. But and it is your inner knowing. You know this. With these two Virgo cards here, two Earth sign card here, you're able to look at yourself, look within yourself, and see all of this stuff. Okay, and you have this. You're seeing it. You're having this. But one thing I want you to be cautious of. Okay, because you know we always got to put some drama in there. I want you to see how this King of Cups, which may be you, he's looking straight ahead, and he's also looking at this relationship, right? This Earth sign here is looking off at this bird. You know, is looking off at this bird. I'm looking, and maybe down at this Empress, looking more so toward being fruitful than this actual relationship. And on top of that, you have this Hermit card here. He's looking down at all of this stuff. So he may be considering himself, if he's actually giving the relationship the full attention that it needs. But the thing is, both of y'all are looking at each other. Ultimately, this Hermit is looking at the relationship. The King of Cups is looking at the relationship. The King of Cups is looking at the Hermit. The Hermit is looking at the King of Cups. They're looking at this whole situation, Scorpio. I cannot reiterate this enough, Scorpio. Maybe I'm being too Virgo-like right now myself, but this upcoming week, you are going to actually see, feel, and experience, okay, the fact that you are in a very loving, kind, caring, prosperous relationship with this Virgo energy, all right? And that's very beautiful for you, Scorpio. I really do enjoy that, all right? So if this does resonate with you, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, share, all right? And I'll see you real soon for the next reading. All right, Taurus. Let's go ahead and start off your weekly forecast with a card from the Angel Answers Oracle card deck. Oh, and they have several messages for you. And it's telling me that you need to be grounded because they all fell out into the ground. Whoa, okay. So we have here romance. Huh, isn't that nice there? And trust. So there may be a soulmate shift you've been praying for. So let's get some cards from the Magical Nordic Tarot card deck and see what the story is for you here, Taurus, for this week, this upcoming week. And we have here the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Five of Wands. Okay, it looks like right now that you are in a little bit of self-imposed mental restriction with that Eight of Swords cards there. Maybe there's someone that you're looking at, you're already in a relationship, and you're just nervous about it. Honestly, you're just nervous about it. And maybe it's because this person here is a little too spontaneous for you with this Knight of Swords right next to it. As if they want to move very fast, or they speak a whole lot, probably. Yes, and it has you a little off balance. Okay, but remember, you can trust these things. You can trust these things. It's okay to experience these things there, Taurus. Because I see here, rounding this out, is battles with that Five of Wands. A lot of petty arguments, petty bickering. Just, you know, they're just annoying. A lot of annoyances. You may see that this person, who's probably very interested in you, may come off as a little annoying. A lot of air energy there, you know. A lot of fire. He probably moves too quickly. But let's go ahead and get some more cards coming out. When it comes to this, I believe very strongly. Romance. The interest in romance, all right. So we have here the Death card. Beautiful. The Three of Wands and the World. Oh, that is so great. Taurus, another portion of this message is this. Okay, you're going to be coming out of that self-imposed restriction about this person, about your love situation. It's going to transform, and you're going to begin moving. You're going to move away from all of that in a very positive way, in a very successful way, because you have the World card. When you move out of that mental restriction, the petty arguments, they'll cease, they'll slow down, they may even stop completely with this World card. Let me go ahead and get one more World cards out there. for this week when it deals with romance and you. Oh, there's a lot of things that want to come out here. I'm going to go ahead and take them. First, we had the three. Where did I get that from, huh? You have the Five of Cups, the Queen of Swords. Okay. And can we get one more spirit, please? One more for Taurus? Oh, yes, we most certainly can. They say, Taurus, pay attention to this. What is this? And the Four of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck here, ooh, that's spicy, spicy, spicy there. Bottom of the deck, you got the Tower card, Taurus. All right, so this week, Taurus, this is involving romance and trusting the process, because you are coming out of the Eight of Swords energy with that transformation card, okay? But here, you need to let go of the past. All right, can you hear me okay? All right. Sorry, that took a little moment to get everything set up. So let's go ahead and see if there's something good coming toward Lenore. So we go ahead and grab some cards from that magical Nordic tarot card deck. And we have here, oh goodness, the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and then the Eight of Cups. Oh, it seems like right now, Lenore, you let me know if this is the truth. Okay. Seem a little, nah, not a little stressed out, extremely stressed out, maybe about financial things going on. Like you're expecting something to come in or expecting something to happen. And it seems like you want to just give up on that. You want to walk away from that idea. Or maybe, we're going to get more cards, all right? That Nine of Swords coming up first up. It's like telling me you're under some mental stress there. Maybe overthinking, over worrying about things, potentially dealing with finances, or dealing with love as well. I see you're sort of exhausted. Your head be everywhere, huh? Let's get some more cards on that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm just looking at these cards, beginning to shuffle. There's a lot of swords out here. A lot of overthinking or just concentrating on something. Let's go ahead and get that Rider Waite Rider Waite deck and see what they have to say. And I gotta remember I can't be leaning against the desk. It's all shaky. So we got here. Yeah, what's going on there? More eights. You see that there? You got that Five of Cups clarifying that Nine of Swords. Then you got the Eight of Swords clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. Then you got that Page of Swords clarifying the Eight of Cups. Yeah, it's like it's you're overthinking about some emotional stuff going on there, some disappointments going on. You're focusing in on the past instead of what's actually very close to you, very near to you, and it's all self-inflicted, you know. It's not, I won't say it's not real, but it's something that you can get away from with that Eight of Swords right there. And you got that Page of Pentacles too, text messaging, spying, maybe people are looking at you, you're looking at other people, reminiscing about the past or the fact that maybe you walked away from something. Let's see if we can get some more cards out here. Because your question was what's coming towards you, right? If something's good. And right now it just seems like a whole lot of mental things going on there. Let's get this. Oh well. Yeah, these one, you see how that one to come out. You got the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and let's get one more to come out here. You don't miss nobody, but maybe somebody missing you. You sure you don't miss nobody? Hmm? You sure you ain't missing nobody? Or you just telling yourself that? Who knows? You may not miss, the bad things, but it's just sometimes having people around you. You just miss that, the interaction, not necessarily the people. But I'm glad you're not missing nobody. And let's see what's going on here. Yeah, you may have walked away from something or someone in the recent past, and they are watching you and they may be coming in, they may be wanting to communicate with you rather quickly. You see that Knight of Swords there? But right here, you got this Nine of Swords, that mental conflict, that anxiety over, hmm, over the past, over spilled cup, something that didn't work out involving the Queen of Pentacles. That Queen of Pentacles may be you. This may not be your energy at all. It may be someone looking at you, and that's the feeling I'm getting. Because you got this Eight of Pentacles here. That's strong. Something that's going to work out. Or something that's producing something. But then there's still mental anguish about that. Yeah, I see, and you see how you got these two swords energy, the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. It's like someone's becoming restless. They're watching you or wanting to move towards you, communicate with you about potential good times, partying, having some kind of foundation, you know, more than likely party. But it's like, yeah, but there's a sense of needing to. There's a lot of There's a lot of mental things going on here. Let me see. I missed the body, not the person. If I did miss someone, but I don't miss no one. Oh, okay. But my mental, because I got to help my child dad with a lawyer because these speeding tickets. You say speeding tickets, and you have here all this sword energy, and then you got the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords. That's fast communication. This is just fast movement. Maybe too fast. Dealing with home or partying, relationships. See the people right here. Yeah, but I would say overall, what's coming towards you is, or maybe this is just simply what you need to be doing, is you need to take a break with that Four of Swords energy right there. You see that? You need to take a break, and you got that Queen of Wands energy there too. You're probably doing like my sister say, you're doing the most, doing too much, being in charge, doing things, getting things accomplished, handling things. And you need to take a break. So soon, you may need to take a break. You know, but you're looking. Let me see. Yeah, you're doing the most. Cause like I understand it's your child's dad, trying to help my child's dad with the lawyer. He's a grown ass man. He need to handle that shit on his own. Unless he's actually there, present, living with you and taking care of you in every single way possible, and you're actually a couple. You probably should learn to take care of himself, because it's going to end up leading you to be burnt out or just in this constant state of anxiety. Yes, there's a lot of anxiety there, mental stress. But you got that Queen of Wands energy, you got that Queen of Pentacles energy. You can probably handle it for him, but he's a grown ass man. You better figure that shit out on his own. But you know your situation better than I do, because my family calls me too with their bullshit. Yeah, yes, he has here. He's here every day with me, babe. All right then, okay, okay. Usually when people say my child's dad or whatever, it's like my baby daddy type energy, you know, instead of my man. My man, But I don't, like I said, I don't know what the hell's going on there. But yeah, if you're helping them, that's good. If you're able to, that's good. But make sure you take care of yourself too. So what's coming towards you is probably a little more work, a little more anxiety. But you have to take a break. You have to take a rest, or not stress yourself out too much about it. You just have to find a lawyer. Is he helping you find a lawyer too? You know, or is he just expecting you to do it? Like I said, I have no idea what's going on, how capable he is. And Dan, that must be like crazy with the speeding tickets if you need a lawyer. My God. All right, let's do a quick reading for the month of September. Just give me like 2 or 3 minutes, okay? And I'll be right back. And then we can start that September reading for you, okay? You're walking away from this mentality. You're walking away from love that does not serve you. Okay, and you're walking away from this fear. You have a fear in your mind about your finances. It's overwhelming to you, but you need not worry about it because victory is yours. Okay, victory is yours. Success is yours. You have the angel saying that you have success coming up, and you also have the Six of Wands here, saying that you're going to be successful with your idea or with this gift. And yes, there's going to be people around you who just aren't sure how you did it, you know, but they're still going to be like, wow, you did it. You have that Nine of Swords there. So much anxiety, restless nights, almost just very restless, almost to a state of paranoia about this entire situation. But with that Ten of Wands there, it's like whatever this gift is that's coming in and coming in hot, they want you to know that it's going to be okay to drop all that weight. You're going to drop all that weight, whether or not you see it or not. Virgo, this is a very good week for you, but you have to understand that no matter what the situation looks like right now, you will be successful. Don't allow your own mind to take away your happiness, okay? This is a very interesting reading, a very. And I'm back. Are you still there? All right, let's go ahead and start that September reading for you there, Lenore. And we're going to begin with a card from the Angel Answer Oracle card deck. And just an overall message for the month. Let's see what's going to be happening there with you. Oh, look at that. There might be a few, but we got that right there. Ask your angels. Real helpful there, angels. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to be all rude and disrespectful to the energies. So that right there saying ask your angels. You may need to be doing some inner reflection, some prayer time. If you're into that, meditation. Try to find some energies for yourself on your own, in private areas at private times. But let's go ahead and get some more cards. I'll do, if you can fit there, week 1, 2, 3, 4. How many weeks are there? Let me click. Look at this calendar. Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks in September. Oh, God. Jeez. But there's 5 weeks in September. So we'll go ahead and do the best we can with the space we have, all right? So just remember to be meditating, praying, focusing in on yourself, because ultimately you know exactly what you need to be doing, right? Virgo season be good to me, even though I don't get along with y'all. Listen to how you talking. You getting along with me, right? All right now. Let me bring that energy in here. Ain't nothing but love. Love and respect and care, because Virgos are the best sign of the zodiac. The most structured, knowledgeable, wise, productive. uh and what sign are you again? You got to excuse me for not remembering. So I know Virgos get along with everybody, just everyone. Taurus, what the hell you mean you don't get along with us? Oh, probably because we I don't, but I don't understand that. How you don't get along with Virgos? You got to explain that one to me. Let's go ahead and get this started here. That first week overall energy, Five of Swords. Oh my goodness, hot mess. But got Five of Swords energy that first week. Seven of Cups that second week. That third week, King of Cups energy. That fourth week, you got that Charity energy, and we know that that's unique to this deck right here, right? That Charity card, that Major Arcana, the final card of this Nordic magical Nordic tarot card deck. And then that fifth week there, You got Five of Pentacles. What in the world? I thought you said September was supposed to be good. Good energy for you. No, 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 ma'am. Let's set that record straight right now what Virgos do. At least this Virgo. And my mom too. I noticed that with my mom. Actually, when my mom, myself, and only one other of my friends that I actually observed, it's not that they want to control people, but they most definitely will give you guidelines that you should follow. Now, if you want to follow them, that's up to you. But don't be coming here talking about you need help or you want this and you want that. Nah, I ain't here to do no leg work. I'm here to guide you. I ain't gonna do the work for you. You want that house painted? I'll tell you how to paint the house. I ain't gonna paint it for you. So let's go ahead with that Five of Swords. That's that first week coming up in September. Let's get a clarifier what this conflict is about. You know, this little war, mini war that you probably won, but this may be coming up. Look, that's more anxiety. We had that Nine of Swords come out before. Hopefully it's not the same issue going on from previously, that mental anxiety with that Nine of Swords. And then we got, but here you have the Three of Cups. Okay. So that um, challenge might be just overthinking something involving other people, friends, family, and let's see a potential resolution or a potential resolution for that situation, Illinois, all right? A lot of air energy, mental stress. Let's go ahead and get this potential outcome or resolution. Ace of Cups. So I'll tell you what, that first week doesn't look so bad, honestly. You may find yourself just overall in this energy of you need to win, you need to accomplish something, and there may be some arguments about it, or some mental things going on about it. And it is going to cause you a little bit of stress, but ultimately you're going to find that you will end up being victorious that week with a group of people enjoying yourself, and it's probably going to present you with a new opportunity for some kind of emotional connection if that's what you're looking for, or just things are just going to be calmer after that first week, you know, when you get through these discussions or whatever, discussions that you will win, but don't be worried about just speaking honestly and truthfully. Don't worry too much about it. That's how I'm seeing this right here, okay? That's how I'm seeing that. So for that second week, excuse me, you have the Seven of Cups. You're going to have some options coming up. Okay, some choices, some decisions that you may be able to choose from. But let's go ahead and see, all right, any challenges that may be involved with that, what those challenges may be pertaining to, and how to solve those things. So we got here, and like the angel said, ask them using your intuition, you know, you have to use your intuition, obviously. And I love when they do this stuff, right? Like we don't already know this, but I'm not here to talk crap about the energies. But yeah, you're gonna have many options, many choices, and you have to go to your angels, use your intuition, look at both the good and bad sides of it, and consider what's actually best for you. Okay, like what actually here? Yeah, this is actually pretty interesting and good. It just requires some inner work. I'm seeing with all of this stuff so far. This is just the second week though. But here you have the Six of Wands energy. When you look at these things, look at what's actually going to elevate you. Okay. Which one of these ideas, and I'm seeing here with this Ace of Wands right here in this person's hand, which idea actually best suits you and which will actually make you feel better and actually look better when you look at these choices, because it could be something like, oh, maybe it's time to go party with a friend on a weekend, a birthday party that you really don't want to go to, you know, or some kind of opportunity at work where you might be partnering up with people. I'm not sure what your line of work is, partnering up with people, and you may be the lead or whatever, or they want you to be the lead, but you're not actually getting anything out of it. What's actually going to bring you the satisfaction, you know, out of these decisions? You've been curious with stuff like school and stuff? or if you're making a decision on which school to attend to, which course or whatever, like truthfully, which one is going to make you personally feel better, not what other people may think is better or best for you, or what's it going to actually give you what you need. All right. Let's see a potential outcome or any further advice there that wants to come out for the second week of in September. And we have here, uh-oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like ending things on or things wrapping up on a negative note. Yeah, exactly. Which should you pursue? And I'm noticing there's a Five of Pentacles here at the end of this month on the fifth week of Five of Pentacles. And I see there's a Five of Pentacles here to wrap up that second week. And I'm telling you what, people may feel as if you have abandoned them or left them out in the cold. You know, whatever decision you make, it may have people feeling. Because I don't believe that's you. I don't believe that's you feeling that. Because if you are taking this route, you have all these choices, be it school or relationships. So I like to say partying because I always want to not be in the house doing something, but there's sometimes too much to do. But if you, when you use your intuition and you talk to your angels and you choose what's best for you, some people may not like that. They may feel left out in the cold, depending on which choice you make. All right. So be it. Oh, here, I'm only gonna do this with this because this wants to come out. Ace of Swords. Yeah, and there's one ace here, another ace there. So you may be ending up making decisions that is going to be fresh for you, and you're cutting other people out of the equation, and they're going to feel left out in the cold. In the cold, they're going to feel abandoned by it, potentially. You know. So just be aware of that. That second week, and that this may all be flowing too. You got the Five of Swords here, then the Ace of Cups at the end of the first week. Then that next week, you got all these choices now because of that Ace of Cups, and then you're gonna have to cut some stuff out, make choices that are best for you. Okay, with that King of Cups, yes, I don't feel left out in the cold, and I don't care that. That's them, me, and my son come first. Ooh, we. All right then. So you are, like I said, you already know what's going on there. It's just confirmation. That's good confirmation, all right. And here you got the King of Cups energy that third week. See, I don't know. You know what there, Miss Lenore, Miss Stubborn Bullheaded Taurus, because I know how y'all Tauruses is. You sitting there claiming that you know you don't care too much about about too many people. I'm not saying that's not true, but deep down inside you a softy. You a softy, but you also ain't tolerating no one's bullshit either. I know how you Tauruses go. But in that third week coming up there, Lenore, there's going to be a strong sense of emotional groundedness and stability, a huge sense of emotional maturity. And maybe whatever it is that you're cutting out whenever you start making these decisions, it's going to get you in a place where, just like how you said, you're not worrying about no one besides you and your son, you and your business, and you don't feel bad about it at all because you understand that you are actually making not just a logical choice, but you're making an emotional safety, an emotionally grounded choice. With that King of Cups energy there that third week. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Let me get you some cheesecake and a good movie and put you on that couch. You become real soft then. Because you ain't got to worry about nothing but resting and eating. I know how y'all go. I don't know. But here, with that King of Cups energy right there, in that third week, that emotional groundedness, that emotional maturity. Let's see what's coming up there. Any challenges? Nope, no challenges at all. Your challenge is that it's going to be a very good week. Because when that sun card comes out there, and in fact, I'm saying the entire month, because that's in the middle of that reading. Oh, yes, because this stuff has caused stress. Me trying to figure out which moves to take. Oh, I understand. I understand. But don't worry here, because you got the Sun card here on top of this King of Cups energy, and maybe you will be able to, once you make these decisions, not have to be burdened so much with taking care of everyone's business, you know? Hmm. So let's see what the Sun is actually talking about next, what that subject is going on there. And we have here. Oh, look at that. You see that there? That sun means that you're able to make a decision. You're no longer confused with that seven of cups in reverse, you see? It's really me healing from having a kid and what to do about the relationship with his dad. Oh, I have a feeling come mid-September now, that third week there, that there will be no more, and that King of Cups may be the dad too, you know, maybe you and dad, but that Sun card there, that's positivity, you know, that's joy, that's happiness, that's things clearing up, and then right on top of that Sun card, you got the seven of Cups in reverse, okay, and that Seven of Cups in reverse right there is telling me that you are coming out of confusion. You know, you're facing reality, you're letting go of any fantasies, you know, things are going to be clearing up for you here in that third week. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that final card there for that third week there in September. Um, oh yes, Ingrid, we can give you a general reading for the month of September. Okay, we'll do that for you as well. But before we start that, I'm gonna have to take another quick break. Okay, so I need you to stick around after we get through with Lenore. Okay, Ingrid, because kind of lost wanting a relationship after having him. It's like I missed the old me. I was fun. The old you? Well, how old is you? How old is you? You ain't that dang old. Talking about the old you. But you know, I'll keep my Virgo mouth quiet and let's see what these cards have to say. You know, let's see what these cards have to say because you're coming through this confusion. You know, because you took the time to ask your angels. You freaking went inside and you know did what you needed to do to cut some stuff out, to clear up some stuff, and you're able to overcome this confusion with that Sun card. And let's get one more to wrap that up. Yeah, like you said earlier, you are healing from this having the kid and knowing what to do with the baby dad. You know, with your baby daddy you're healing. That third week is like you're healing and you're healing on an emotional level as well. And maybe, like I said, that may be the baby daddy. You know, but you're healing from that. You're coming out of confusion with that Three of Swords there. Like, wow, this is really good for you, Lenore, honestly. And being serious or being honest, direct. This is very good healing energy that midweek. Okay. Yes, but I was a fun person. But getting in a relationship caused boredom after I had my son. Well, if I'm here to be a life coach, you know, if I'm here to be a life coach, now I won't be freaking getting too involved in people's stuff and you know giving unsolicited advice. But that's what we Virgos do. It's time for metamorphosis. You got a kid now. You got a child now. You know. I mean, what is having fun? I know what I know good and well what having fun with me was about when I was a little bit younger. And that shit, when I look back, was a fucking waste of, excuse my language, was a waste of my damn time. It was a waste of my time. Oh God, but hey, you live and you learn. But we're gonna move forward with that fourth week, and we got that charity card, and with that charity, look, this one to come out here, the Empress and that Nine of Wands. Okay, so we're gonna leave that there. It's saying to leave that there for the challenges that may be coming up and what it is evolving. All right, and I'll get one more card to see how to clear that up or any results or outcome for that. So we're gonna go ahead and get one more card out there. Look, man, Lenore, I'm tell you what, he can spice it up. I need spice. Yes, but I was fun. He can. I need spice. You go ahead and say you need spice, but I look at the bottom of that deck when you say that. This is a little off subject. You need to slow your butt down. You see that? That Knight of Pentacles is about stability, and that's Earth energy right there too. You might need to slow down, but you know better than me. I ain't telling nobody how to live their life. We're just giving you what the cards are saying. Oh, don't be doing nothing tricky out there now. Don't be out there being scandalous now. You're gonna get caught. You see that Seven of Swords? Let's get back on track and get back to this reading. Okay? Let's get back. Yeah, don't be out there doing nothing scandalous now. I hope you ain't out there doing nothing scandalous, Lenore. Talking about you need some spice. Then you got that Knight of Coins popping out. Then that Seven of Swords in reverse. That Seven of Swords in reverse, and your ass gonna get caught. You better calm the hell down. Anyway, all right now. All right. But let's go ahead and get that fourth. Let's go ahead and get that fourth week going there for you. So that fourth week, we got this charity card from the that magical Nordic tarot card deck, and that really is about being generous. You know, just being generous and whole, being good and whole, but it focuses more on yourself. You know, and how much people are generous and charitable towards you, how they are actually helping you and not taking advantage of you, but how you are also taking not taking advantage, but taking care of yourself. And I see a challenge here. The upcoming challenge in that fourth week is just that Empress energy that you do have. And I'm seeing here with the combination of these two cards, and keep in mind they are major arcanas, you know. You have how many major arcanas do you have out here? One, two, three, four major, five major arcanas. Is that you are, and this is definitely toward that Empress is Taurus energy, by the way, just to let you know. That Empress is Taurus energy. Okay. Because you are so capable of taking care of everyone and everything, it's causing you burnout. You may feel burnt out come this fourth week, because of all the work that you are doing, the inner work you're doing, the healing you're doing. It may cause you to feel burnout, but don't worry, you keep going because you're going to get messages, good news coming in about something more that you could actually do that's going to actually bring you relief. I feel okay, and it's going to close out that cycle and allow you to create something new or step into something new or just enter a new cycle, maybe involving rest, hopefully. Because with this world card here, that's the completion of all that stuff, the mental, emotional, physical, um, spiritual aspects of all the stuff that you've been going through. Like the healing will be complete. You may even feel like a new person. You know what I'm saying? You may even, yeah. And I see here at the bottom of this deck as I'm looking, you may even feel like just a completely new person. Honestly, probably looking at things from a different perspective too. But I'm just saying here that that fourth week you're gonna come to some major realizations that hey, this entire month was not in vain. I've actually grown, or things are actually changing. Things are actually changing. So let's go ahead and get that fifth and final week out, which for whatever reason has that Five of Pentacles energy over it, the emotional withdrawal energy. And remember, don't worry, life is cycles. I mean, you know all about that. Life is cycles. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, sometimes you're in, sometimes you're out. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about having or not having. It's just realizing that there's a time and a place for everything. Because when the sun is out, the moon doesn't just disappear and never comes back. It's just the sun's time to be out, and vice versa, right? But let's go ahead and get that Five of Pentacles resolved there. And here's, yeah, look at that. The issue may be there's some more Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy right there with that King of Pentacles, and then yeah, that King of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Let's get one more card out there. What is this? And the Devil. No, we're not gonna do that because I wasn't reading no reversals anyway. And then that Devil card. All right, Lenore. And let's see what's here at the bottom of this deck. The Nine of Cups. Is everything showing up here? This is actually a pretty good setup here. I hope you can see everything clearly. Okay, Lenore. So here's the thing with this. All right, in that fifth week, and this is also based on everything that you're saying here. With all that stuff combined, you have the Five of Pentacles there, and the king and the king of that king of Pentacles as well. And it's like you said, you are feeling bored because things may feel too stable. And it's not like you're asking, I don't know the whole situation there. It's not like you're asking too much, you know, but this Page of Cups here is saying that you would like to be offered something, even if it is a little bit, you know, and you do want it to be something that is fun and exciting, something that could be addictive, you know. because overall you are looking for. I mean, this overall reading here for this month is you're looking for just some joy and happiness. You want to be content, but it's just not happening. It's not happening for some reason. That judgment card in reverse there, but you're looking for content with that nine of cups, and like you said, you are dealing with a situation that it is actually stable, or it should be actually very stable, at least physically, but emotionally, like whatever you're being offered is not enough emotionally, like you said, and you want something with a little more excitement, a little more edge to it with this devil card. I'm not seeing this devil card honestly as something that's toxic or you need to avoid, but it is sort of telling me what you're telling me too with that five of pentacles energy. It's like you done all this work, man, come on now. You've done all this work because you're winning at any cost to get that happiness. You're cutting through the confusion with that seven of cups. You're cutting through confusion so that you can heal. I mean, these things still hurt, but you're healing emotionally. You're maturing emotionally. And you're closing out these cycles, and you're going to realize, hey, I have everything that I need. I have everything that I want. Like, what the hell am I doing? You know. And then you have here at the end of this. Oh, I'm not sure if you can see that. At the end of this month, that fifth week, the five of pentacles, where you're like you're still not satisfied because you do in fact, you say that you want more excitement, but you want more emotional depth too than that little bit of whatever's being given. Not saying anyone's right or wrong, but it's not enough. It's very immature or in the baby stages still. And but you want something, like you said, a little more spicy with that devil card there. And I'm really not seeing that devil card as bad, honestly. It's just that you want some more, like you said, more excitement. Yes, I'm shedding all life. I used to be single and doing what I want to. I'm so but hey, we is all hoes. We all were. And like I said, I look back and like I'm not really I mean, it was fun, but now I'm like I just wasted so much fucking excuse me, so much time. I could have had more money, more homes, more businesses, something else, and I could have been traveling truthfully, freely, you know. But it's different. He's a good dude, but I want fun. I just had a kid and I just miss the old me. But to spice it up, it will be better. But we were still adjusting to the kid. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, this spread is definitely saying that, and for this month, you can see that you yourself personally, okay, you will be growing, you will be expanding, and you will be realizing even more what it is that you need. You know, I hope that y'all can discuss things and this guy can spice things up a little bit for you somehow, some way, somehow. Or, maybe you got to take the initiative too. Because I see to hear this Ace of Swords here right next to this. You got an Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords right here, the world and the devil. Hmm. But yeah, and that's your reading there for this month. If Ingrid is still there, I can do her reading, but I have to take a small break. I told him, let's have an open relationship or let me just have space. Oh my God. And what did he say about that? You know? What did he say about that? Because I'm telling you right now, me as a man, if I got a kid and I'm living with the baby mama, you know what I'm saying? And she talking about she wants space, I ain't living with the baby mama. Ain't no open relationship over here. That's me. But I wonder how he would respond, or how did he respond to that? You know? No, ma'am. Ain't nowhere in the world. But remember now, I'm speaking from the position of a man. Ain't no damn way. Because I know if I let someone that in the same situation as me, they're going to rock my world. Yeah, I'm here, but I can wait if you need a break. It's okay. That's why he say no. Oh yeah, ain't no man in his right goddamn mind going to agree to that shit. Ain't no way. I'm sorry, but and I'm not telling you this directly, but if I was in that situation, if I was a man in that situation, you know what I'm saying? And my wife or baby mom, whatever, if I'm living with her and I'm taking care of her and the kid, you know, if I'm legitimately taking care of her and the kid, and she's talking about she wants some open relationship, or you can open your ass to hell right out of my house, because ain't no damn way in the world I'm gonna let you go do what the hell you want to do sexually. I don't care. I don't care how bored you is, nigga. You better spice that stuff up yourself. But I ain't gonna be taking care of nobody. But yeah, out in the street, I'm sorry. You and that child can go, and we're gonna need to have a freaking paternity test. Cause I'll be damned, But that's just me. That's just me. So I'm gonna take a really quick break, like 5 minutes, okay? I'll be right back. Then we'll go ahead and do that reading for Ingrid, all right? I'm gonna put this looping video on. I'm going to ask for you to get more information about the people around you or whatever situation you're concentrating on when you see this, because quite frankly, a shocking truth is being revealed. You have the devil card here being clarified by the judgment card and then the seven of swords. So someone has been exposed. Their mask is coming off, okay? And that's going to allow you with this two wands, the ace of cups, and the sun card to see what's going on. That sun is very revealing. It's the most positive card in the tarot card deck. Even if it's upside down, the reading still usually ends up very good or good, you know. But that sun is saying that you're going to be very joyous and a lot of things are going to be revealed to you. All right. And with that six of wands, the six of swords, I'm laughing because this is quite beautiful, honestly. And the three of swords there too. That's telling me, I'm being told here that I should say, that you will have victory. You will have victory. You will have victory, and you'll be able to move on, move away from this heartbreak, okay? From this sense of betrayal once these things get shaken up. And with that tower card there at the bottom of the deck, once again, the foundations of something is going to be rattled. It's going to be destroyed. So this falsehood, these lies, deceit, betrayal, it's all going to be exposed, and that's going to allow you to make the right decisions, okay? So that you can begin to enjoy yourself and walk the right path and get the recognition that you deserve there, Gemini. Okay, that's very powerful, very powerful. And for this reading, I would really like for you to comment if this resonates with you. And if it doesn't resonate with you, share it and see if it resonates with anyone else. But this is a very powerful message for this week, Gemini. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. See you really soon. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and start your weekly forecast off with some angel answers, oracle cards, and see what the spirit has to tell you, okay? We have here, in the near future, something's going to happen in the near future. You can expect that, huh? This is a weekly forecast, so it may be this week. Let's go ahead and use these cards from the Magical Nordic Tarot card deck. I like these ones. They're very colorful, very whimsical, very pretty. We have here, whoa, we got three cards that came out. They want to jump out automatically. The Tower, the Defense card, the Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse. So here, Leo, there's some pretty fiery energy here for this week coming up. There's going to be something that is going to rock your world. It's going to shake your foundation, okay? Some type of falsehood is being destroyed, okay? Something's happening to make you move or something, okay? But with the Seven of Wands in defense, the Seven of Wands in reverse, it's like whatever's happening is going to cause you to drop your defenses, okay? It's either going to cause you to drop your defenses or it's going to weaken your defenses. And this may end up with you not moving forward with plans, okay? This is a major week for you with the Tower and the Chariot, two major arcanas. It's going to cause you to have to stop what you're doing, but we're going to get more cards and figure out exactly what this is, okay? So let's not be afraid. Fear not. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers for that Rider-Waite deck, okay? Oh, Jesus. If you believe in Jesus, right? Which, you know, that is what it is. You got the Tower clarifying the Tower. You got the Five of Cups in reverse. And Spirit, let's go ahead and get another card. This is a very intense week here for Leos. Very intense week, so let's go ahead. If nothing comes out, I'll pull a card. We have here, that Queen of Swords there. So with this next row of cards, I'm seeing this here for you, Leo, for next week, or excuse me, for this upcoming week. The Tower clarified by the Tower. So this is very serious. Or I won't say serious as in bad necessarily, but this is something that's definitely taking place. You have the Tower clarified by the Tower. The foundation is something's going to be exposed, okay? Something's going to be exposed, and then you have that Five of Cups there in reverse. Now that Five of Cups is saying that you're just sad, you're depressed, and like you are just yeah, it's like it's a very nasty energy. You're regretting something. You're regretting something, okay? But the thing with that is that is in reverse, right? And it's like something happened with you in the past with this situation that you're thinking about, okay? And it caused you to be very defensive and be in this energy. But this tower happening twice is like that energy is being destroyed completely. It's being destroyed completely because whatever's been exposed, you know, you're going to see it. Your intuition is letting you see it. You're not moving. You're like, wait, stop. You're going to get in a very logical state of mind, and you're going to be able to speak the truth about something. You're going to be able to speak clearly and communicate clearly to whoever or whatever the situation is. Okay, but you're like, I'm done having loose boundaries. Okay, I'm done feeling just bad for myself and my situation, and I'm not going to move forward with whoever or whatever's going on. That's what I'm getting right now. We're gonna get some more cards to clarify this, Leo, because that's pretty energetic right there, and this is happening in the very near future. The angels say. All right, I might send this to my sister. Ask her what the hell is going on with her. She's a Leo. I got a brother too. He don't really talk too much or consistently, but we're going to see. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, there's a lot of cards wanting to come out. I can't take all of them. If they do come back out again, we'll go ahead and draw them. We'll pull them. So energies, universe, you got anything to tell us here? That Ten of Swords in reverse. The Empress card in reverse. Leo, what's going on with y'all? This is like your time of year too. This is August, the first week of August, right? It's Leo season. You guys are transforming. You guys are noticing things, but let's go ahead and get this card here out. And at the bottom of that card, okay, bottom of the deck here, Leos, we have the Fool in reverse, okay? And here's what, I don't care what other tarot card readers are saying. I'm telling you what the energy is telling me with this spread here, okay? So, in the very near future, Leo, something's going to be revealed, a foundation is going to be broken about a situation that just won't end with the Ten of Swords there. And it may be very well mental. It may be self-inflicted because you won't let the energy go, okay? You're holding on to a grudge. You're holding on to something. With that Ten of Swords in reverse there, it's like the cycle will not end, but it is a very painful thing to be thinking about and dwelling about. And it may very well be emotional, you know, and there may be some shadow work involved. It may be things that you are doing, you know, a way that you are being, okay? And moving on from that energy, right? I mean, it's all part of this reading, okay? Here, because of this tower, all right, it's going to allow you to actually drop your defenses because it's so painful. You may not have a choice but to drop your defenses, but to move on, because you see with this Empress in reverse, you're not being prosperous, okay? Your relationships aren't working out. You're not being all that you can be, if that makes sense. If that makes sense, because you are holding on to this chaotic energy, you know. But because of that, okay, because of that, it's not enabling you to move forward, and you have to speak honestly about the fact that you're not satisfied. You have to speak with yourself honestly about the fact that you're not satisfied, because with this Fool card in reverse, you know, it's like you want to be doing things, you want to take adventures, you want to be experimenting, you want to be enjoying life, but you're not able to. You're just not able to because of all these destructive thoughts or maybe behaviors, you know. And honestly, I'm not seeing anyone else involved. I'm really not seeing anyone else involved, okay? I'm seeing a lot of major arcanas. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 arcanas. You got the Tower twice, the Empress in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse, okay? And I'm seeing one person here. I'm seeing one person here that may be an outside influence to you, okay? And it may be that this outside influenced person is infecting this, just one, but they're very cold, they're very logical. Not cold, I won't say cold, but they're. Okay, I'm back. And everyone's gone. So, what I'll do here is I'll light an incense, I'll talk a little bit, all right? I'll light an incense, I'll talk a little bit, and I'll pull some cards until someone shows up again. Hopefully, Ingrid comes back because she wanted a reading for this month. And this is actually pretty fun. And I'm going to speak a little bit in general, okay? I'm speaking a little bit in general. Let's go ahead and get an angel card out just so that there's something on the screen. Or you know what? I think I have these things here. Let's put this out. Nope, not that. Oh, why that looks so weird? Transform, fit to screen. There you go. Okay. So about these subjects I'm seeing coming up quite some time. Oh, okay, Lenore. I was just going to chit chat a little bit until Ingrid got back. But let's see. Before my interest leaves completely, he's going to get hurt once it gets to that point. Well, I think this is very interesting. I'm guessing 89, so I'm guessing you were born in 89. That makes you 3 years younger than me. I'll be 43, so that makes you 40. So you're 40 years old right now, right? And you have a baby. You have a kid. I'm not sure how old the kid is, right? And I see this, and I see this so often. Even myself, my friends, and a lot of people who come here, and it's like they want the old them back because the old them was this, that, and the other. Right. But life is all about growth, and especially when you have kids, and a lot of people get mixed up. I'm not 40. You're in your late 20s? Well, you got 89 up there. Jesus Christ. Oh, see, that's just me assuming. That's the Virgo. It's not good to assume because when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. But, oh, actually, and you're in your late 20s. That's much more understandable. And I understand you come because let me tell you, I've been involved with so many people in that age, and let's not forget I was that age too. That we just not ready to settle down. And how can we actually be ready? And it requires a whole lot of willpower to settle. Yes, it's because I had a kid. We used to be fun. Oh yeah, and it's hard to settle down at that age because our brains, them like our physical brains, are just now beginning to physically stop growing. Around that age, around those years, where your brain physically stops growing. So how in the world can our emotions or mind be settled? Unless you have an incredible willpower. So you know what? I understand exactly where you're coming from, but it's up to you to choose. What is actually best for you. But we have to deal with the consequences of that too. That's all I can really say about that. Because when you tell me that you're in your early or your late 20s, it's like, yeah, I understand that. I started back wanting my whole ways back after I had my son. Well, and that's quite understandable. You're not wrong at all. You're not wrong at all. Because like I said, your brain physically has not stopped developing. It's just now stopping. And just because you had a child doesn't mean that changes your wants, your needs, your desires, and the amount of knowledge that you have, the amount of experience that you have, and people need to experience in order to grow. But they also need those consequences too, you know? And when you get a little bit older, you're going to realize, hey, I no longer want this. I need more stability in this area of my life or that area of my life. And some people don't ever grow, but I have a feeling that you will be growing exponentially. Oh, I got ashes on my thing. You will be growing exponentially. So you're not wrong in this, you know. You're not wrong in wanting these things and having these things, but now there are other people involved. You have your baby daddy, you have your baby, and you have you, you know. And we have to look into the future as well, not just the present, and most certainly not living in the past, but the past is what we have grown to be up to that point. And in the future, you got to think now. As long as myself, I am secure physically, financially, you know what I'm saying? And my son, or child is secure, and I'm teaching them how to be able to take care of him or herself. Just 10 more years, And 10 years goes by quite quickly when I look back at it. And 10 more years because I've raised my child in such a way that they can take care of themselves, and I'm at least stable financially. I can do wherever the fuck I want to. Excuse my language. I can now certainly be a hoe, and be a hoe that gets quality men or women or whatever, and enjoy myself. Man, I wish I could go back in the past and straighten some of the stuff out I was doing. Shit. Talking about being a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Because then I'd be much more stable mentally and financially and emotionally, where I can be like, I can have fun, not get attached, and not take things personally. But I'm sitting here yapping and yapping and yapping. If Ingrid is here, she can let me know, and I'll continue her. I'll do her monthly reading. Oh, okay, okay, Ingrid. I can continue her monthly reading. But Lenore, you know what? I'm not knocking you at all. I'm not saying you a bad person. I'm saying that you most certainly are a human being like the rest of us. And trust me, I understand where you're coming from. And as far as that guy spicing things up, you got to ask yourself: is you really doing everything you can to spice it up? Or do you just want the adventure because you see a lot of eye candy around there? You know. But hey, we can get into more detail, more depth with that a little bit later on. Or like I said, y'all can book some readings. I'm doing a few of them, which is why I haven't been on live because that stuff it takes some energy. It takes some energy, but y'all are more than welcome to book a reading or get a membership. Help support this channel because I most certainly do need a new mouse, and I need an actual camera besides my phone. I'm such a Virgo that I refuse to spend any extra money because the phone works and all that little crap. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to Ingrid. He was always a good boy. I wasn't so good, but I'm going to see what he going to do. You go ahead and keep waiting around. You go ahead and keep waiting around. But Ingrid, let's go ahead and start your monthly reading, all right? And let me get this little scrolling thing out of here. I just wanted something to be up there while I was chit chatting. Okay, that's gone. So Ingrid, let's go ahead and get a piece of advice from these Angel Answers Oracle card deck about your month, and we'll do the same thing for you. Okay, we'll do 5 weeks because September has 5 weeks, and I may do one for myself too a little later on because it's time for something new and refreshing and fun, more so for myself personally. Birthday next month, but here we're gonna handle Ingrid. So Ingrid, let's see what the angels may have for you overall. Okay, remain positive. That's a good start. Let me make sure everything here is in the camera. So just like how I've done previously, we'll go ahead and pull out 4 cards or 5 cards, one for each week, and we'll go from there. I'll pull if nothing wants to jump out. If this wants to jump out for the first week. 7 of Pentacles. I'll just go ahead and pull, okay? The Star. Ooh. 7 of Pentacles. The Star for that second week. That third week. The 8 of Cups. That's interesting. Maybe that third week is all about releasing things, walking away from things. Huh? Then we have the Page of Cups. All right. And that final week, the Ace of Swords. All right. So, overall message for next month of September for Ingrid here, we have remain positive. That first week is going to bring you some work. You're gonna be waiting on the fruits of your labor, but work is required. Then the star, wish, dream come true. Something positive, very positive is going to happen there that second week. That third week, Eight of Cups, leaving something behind. Leaving something behind. That Page of Cups, messaging, emotional messages, emotional breakthroughs, emotional good times. And then that Ace of Swords there, a brand new, fresh start, a fresh beginning mentally. Interesting. So, Ingrid, we're going to go ahead now to that Raider weight deck. And we're going to get some clarifiers. Okay. First card is going to be the potential, any potential challenges, and then the next are any events related to that challenge, and then the third card, sometimes fourth, like the other time. The third card is going to be about any messages from the universe or potential outcomes dealing with that for those weeks. So go ahead with the Seven of Pentacles in that first week there, Ingrid. We got several things want to come out. Interesting. You got the Queen, excuse me, the King of Swords. You can see that. The Queen of Cups. Okay. Oh yeah, it's quite beautiful, isn't it? It's like there's a lot of good things inside there. I see a lot of pretty deep colors, emotional. Not so much emotional, just a lot of spiritual energy there actually. I see spiritual things, money. It's just like, you know, like I get a wow factor to it, like wow. Is this for real? Type energy. But with that first week there, you got the Seven of Pentacles, clarified by the King of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and finally the Nine of Pentacles. So that first week there, hmm, as we're remaining positive, it's like communication is going to be required, or you may be communicating with someone who is not very emotional, in their communications, very logical, very stern, you know, but mature, knowledgeable, clear communication, you know. But even though it is very mental energy, this communication is dealing with emotions. It's like someone, maybe potentially, this may be you, just speaking in general, communicating your emotions quite clearly, and how grounded you are in your emotions, how stable you are in your emotions, and how you are looking for something worthwhile, something worth having, emotionally. That's pretty good energy. And here you got the Queen of Pentacles. I say Queen of Pentacles, huh? Basically, but it's a very personal, very realistic thing here, dealing with finances and physical security and just being luxurious. I mean, shit, you are that girl. And y'all have to excuse my language here if y'all are sensitive to that. I'm a little tired of trying to be ultra clean and ultra sweet, but damn. This is some really good energy here, honestly. Clear, open communications about your emotions, because you are a stable person. You will be even more stable. You may find yourself actually being quite lucky when it comes to you know, your finances and your physical environment. Like that's really good actually this first week. So just expect some work, or this may actually be pertaining to work in general. Some actual physical things happening where you're seeing yourself produce stuff, because your communication is so, it's like your communication is just so on point, and you're so emotionally grounded in it. And you're going to see that you're just like a luxurious person all the way around there, Ingrid, that first week. So let me go ahead and go to that second week of September there, because it's like wish fulfillment or something outstanding. I just got this wow factor, and then you brought my attention to the details of this card, the artwork of this card, and how you think it's pretty. And I get it's like a cosmic like wow, a gift, a present from the universe, a wish, something you've been thinking about. Oh yeah, that first week is very stable. That second week here, we have, let's see what's coming up next. We're gonna leave that there. We're gonna leave that in the reverse. I don't like. Well, it's not that I don't like, but I wasn't doing it. But I'm gonna leave that there. You got that Eight of Swords in reverse, a potential challenge. You know, pertaining to just being strong. Interesting. That strength card there, you got two major arcanas there. The strength card, the star card. Hmm. Breaking free. Breaking free of some kind of mental illusion, some kind of mental just mental thoughts of being trapped. You're breaking free of that, or that's something that you may need to concentrate on, that strength card there, and resting. So when it comes to this wish being fulfilled, that star card there, all right, you can see here that we have that eight of swords in reverse, and then you have another. Oh, this is happening. Then you have another eight and the major arcana, the strength card. You got Virgo energy there and Leo energy there. Hmm. Perhaps something happened last month or during this season right now. Yeah, last month, the Leo season, that had you sort of mentally binded, and you're breaking free of that, which is going to allow you to rest. You're going to be able to rest mentally. Maybe there was some kind of disappointment there. The Three of Swords, a group of people in particular. I'm seeing a lot of things here, Ingrid. Honestly, I'm not sure if you have kids or you work with kids, but somehow kids may be involved, or immature people may be involved. Okay, or may have been involved, but you're healing from that. You're healing that star. You're healing from that mental bind, and it is mental. I'm not saying it's not real. I'm not disqualifying anything that you might have went through or you might have been thinking about mentally. Okay, but you're healing. You're That second week is all about you resting mentally and healing and just being happy and content with where you're at or where you're even going. Actually, I say where you're going because that next week it's the Eight of Cups energy, which is walking away from things that aren't emotionally satisfying to you, that they're not worth your effort or energy anymore, especially when it comes to emotions. But let's go ahead and get some clarifiers on that for you, Ingrid. All right, and let's see here with that Eight of Cups, we have this wants to come out here. Ooh, the Lovers, and then after the Lovers, we're going to go ahead and pull that Nine of Wands in reverse, and with that Nine of Wands in reverse, hmm. So, Ingrid, I'm not sure if you're talking to anyone or you want to be speaking with anyone in particular, or maybe it's just a choice, a decision that needs to be made, but you're walking away. It's like you're walking away, at least emotionally, but you're literally going to be walking away or giving up on these petty arguments. Like you're done with the petty argument. You're done with the petty bickering, you know? If this has been going on with you, you got to let me know. You got to let me know, because that Five of Swords is like, excuse me, the Five of Wands in reverse, it's like you're done with the inner conflict about something. Like either it's a group of people or it's just you personally. And I think this isn't so much dealing with love. It could very well be, but it's like a decision, choices or something, a path that needed to be walked that you thought was very deep or very connected to that. You're giving up on that, you know? About the therapist? Hmm. Yeah, like I said, I didn't get the feeling it's about love unless you're in love with your therapist, but it's like a partnership or something that has been disappointing, and you're walking away from that. Yeah, you're giving up on that. You're walking away from that grouping, that pairing. So that could very well be the therapist situation going on there. And I definitely remember you wanting to get advice on that and trying to find, what it is that you need to help you. But like, you're releasing that. You're walking away from it. I'm not saying you're walking away from getting what it is that you need, but a situation in particular, decision, you're like, you know what? It's just not worth the stress. You know. Oh no, we'll see. We'll see. But here, most definitely, it's like you're a very strong person already. I think I've told you this before, Ingrid. You're a very strong person already. With this King of Swords, or you're able to do that, you know, and like you need rest, but you're walking away from whatever this idea is or that partnership is. Let's go over that Page of Cups. This Not only a new beginning with love or emotional stability, but like just a new sense of happiness overall sense of happiness. Okay. So let's, oh my God, look at this. You got that sun card that came out, the page of pentacles, but then you have here that emperor in reverse. That's very interesting. Now I want you to keep in mind, Ingrid, when I'm speaking with you, when I say a page is immature, I don't mean necessarily like childish immature, just like not fully developed. Okay. And I see here that there's something coming around the corner with you in this fourth week, especially. But there's something coming around the corner for you, and it's not going to be as developed, maybe, as you would like for it to be. Okay. I hope that makes sense. I see two pages, the page of cups and the page of pentacles here, with the sun right there. So that is coming, and it could be a very positive thing. But here you have that Emperor card in reverse. Okay. Oh, yes, the sun is very good. And I have a feeling that whatever is coming your way, and I don't want you to be discouraged by this, but whatever it is coming your way, it's let's get clear on this. Whoever or whatever, and I believe this is a person. It's a person or a very heavy situation. And when I say heavy, I mean like real, tangible thing coming your way. There may be someone, believe it or not, who may be offering you what seems to be love or some kind of stability. Just be watchful of that, okay? Because that person may be a little bit seemingly um unbendable. They need to be in charge, or they may have a lack of boundaries. They may not understand your boundaries, you know. I wouldn't say this is necessarily narcissistic or toxic behavior, because usually that emperor in the upright is total narcissism, you know. But with that sun card, there is like the person's just immature, or the situation may be immature, not really worthy of you. And this one to jump out here too, with that three of swords in reverse. Hmm. I wish I can go much more deeper into this and much more personal with this one here, Ingrid, because that could be an authority figure who has already hurt you in the past or who has disappointed you in the past. Okay, and you are now beginning to, if you haven't already healed from this or start to, you may be beginning to heal from this person here who was maybe a little bit abusive of their power, you know, and this person may be trying to come back into your life. I usually don't read like that, but that's just what I'm being told to say. That's what I'm feeling. It's like somebody probably from your past or an authority figure, maybe a boss, or it may be the psychiatrist or whoever, maybe trying to come back into your life, but you're going to be able to see that you're going to be able to see that situation for what it is, and you can move accordingly. Okay. The three of swords is a good sign, especially with the sun. It's just saying this basically, which is a little cliche. You're you're still hurt by the situation, but you're healed. You're aware of it. The situation's over with. Okay. You're healed from it. You're just aware of the pain that it costs you. And that's good to not be stuck in the energy of being hurt. You're just aware of that hurt. Like you're healed, but you're just aware of the fact that it's no longer like something on your mind where it stops you from just enjoying your life, or moving forward. Even if the situation seems similar, you still can move forward with it, but you have the insight now about how to go. Yeah. So when I see that three of swords in reverse, is often for me personally a relief, a sign of relief. Like, you know what, this shit hurt, but I'm not letting that affect me, and I'm not going to I'm not going to allow myself to be put in such a situation again. But I'm also not going to sit here, in my turtle shell, you know. So let's go ahead and get that fifth week for you, Ingrid. Okay, that brand new, fresh beginning, that mental clarity. All right, because you've trimmed some things up, you cut some things out. Yes, this is that fourth week is definitely a sign of relief and potentially somebody coming back. But you're like, okay, I already been through this with you. I know what you're about. What can I actually get from this? Do I really want to continue with this type energy? It's like you're now well prepared, honestly. And I get that sense there, that fourth week with this stuff going on here. You've always been prepared, Ingrid. I'll tell you that right now. With this seven of pentacles here, this king, that first week, you're well prepared. You're good to go on your own, actually, you know? And it's like you're finding that inner strength again through rest. Like it's like, wow. It's like you're clearing things up. It's like you're clearing things up. And look right here, Ace of Swords, this one to come out, the Knight of Cups. Let's go ahead and pull two more cards as the potential challenge. Yeah, I got a feeling that someone or some opportunity is definitely coming to you when it comes to emotions. That's a potential challenge though. That Knight of Cups. Will you accept that? Is this person worthy of your time? And then more so, you're going to have to make a decision. There's no, oh, I'm thinking about it or I'm not sure. You're going to have to make a decision to try something new. To try a new experience here with that two of wands there. The guys, he's holding the world in his hand. He has the idea, you know. He's making the choice, and it looks like he's making a choice to actually accept that cup. But let's go ahead and get that final card for that week, okay? And we have here, look at that one, and let's see what's at the bottom of this deck. Oh Lord, I don't even want to put that out there, but I'm not denying what the energies are saying. Okay, so here in that fifth week, Ingrid, we have a new beginning, but you're going to have a whole lot of mental clarity about this offer that's coming in with this Knight of Cups here. You know, your knight in shining armor, be it an idea or a person. And I strongly believe that you're going to decide to go ahead and take that offer and just enjoy yourself. But there's something still that is not seen and on purpose. Something that you're not seeing on purpose, you're not deciding on purpose. And I have the feeling, let me see what this other card is, the King of Cups in reverse. And with that King of Cups in reverse, whoever this person may be, or that may be you, Ingrid. Okay, let's see this King of Cups in reverse, Knight of Wands. Mm-hmm. You may be understanding that whoever this person is or whatever that situation is, that it may not be as stable as it's presenting itself to be. That's probably why this Page of Pentacles is there, and that Page of Cups. You know, so something tells me, and I hope this, it is what it is. Hopefully it's not a loop. Hopefully you're like, this time around, I realize you're not stable, but I'm still going to enjoy myself. I'm still going to get what I can get out of it and enjoy myself. Okay. That, that is like, that's some energy to have. I sort of want to draw more cards, honestly. And I will do that. So I'm going to put this here, remain positive. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to draw two more cards. And I hope that you can see all of this. I'll just lay this on top of that. Because there, we got the two of swords, and I'm seeing intuition. You're not using your intuition fully. Ingrid. This month here, I want you to realize something. Okay. I'm not sure if, yeah, and then we have here again at the bottom of the deck, once I got through pulling those cards, the Ace of Swords again. I'll tell you about, you said week three. The 3 week look quite not an easy week. No, it's not an easy week at all. But it's going to have, you're going to come to this realization overall. I'm seeing this entire spread for the month, right? And I'm seeing here, the first card that's at the bottom of the deck was the Two of Swords. You were not looking at something. And then right after that, you have the Tower card too. Okay. Now, this is the overall energy for the entire month. You have the Tower. I'm not saying that Towers are going to happen every single day, but you're going to come to a realization, because you are being willfully blind to something. It's like, I'm not saying you're hiding something, but you see it, but it's just like it doesn't matter to you. You're not considering it mentally. You're not letting it affect you. That Tower card comes up and it shakes it up. It breaks that apart. It breaks that mindset or that sense of I'm going to be blind to this. And then it gives you the five of swords in reverse. Okay. And oddly enough, because you were ignoring something. The universe came in, shook things up for you, and then it caused a reconciliation. Okay. It allowed you to walk away from a way of thinking, a way of being. It's like a transformation took place, a transformation that once again gives you a new mental clarity. It's like this looks heavy. Okay. I admit to you, Ingrid, this looks heavy, this energy, especially like you said, the third week. That third week, like the the third, fourth, and fifth week, or the third and fourth week of this month, it looks heavy, but it's quite necessary for you to transform mentally, and that will lead to emotional transformation where you can start enjoying yourself. And I would hate to tell someone to keep doing what they're doing when they're acting blind or whatever, but it's almost as if, and I want to be very careful with this, okay? It's almost as if, um, let's say, for example, you were married to some man, right? And he's the type of person that I don't know, nitpicks at you, or he just like pokes fun at you all the time and it just pisses you off completely, right? It's like, oh, you have such a fat ass or something, right? I don't know. And like, you're like, you know what? This is super annoying, but I'm just going to ignore it. I'm just going to ignore it. I'm just going to ignore it. I'll just look at the good wherever I can find the good, right? And then like eventually he just stops being an asshole to you, and then he does a 180 and the situation changes. And then you actually start enjoying each other's company. He just starts being nice or whatever. He realizes that he's being an asshole or something like that. It's like, how can I sort of consolidate it? It's like ignoring the petty things, ignore the things that don't matter, so that much better things can come from it. And I hate to say stay in a bad situation or talks or something that's actually hurting you. But sometimes we can let the petty things slide because there is much more there than meets the eye. I really hope that's not too confusing to you. But that's the energy I'm getting here. It's like being acting blind to something actually causes someone or something to shift so that there is reconciliation, so that you can walk away from conflict. You know what I'm saying? And it brings new beginnings. And I'm saying that this Ace of Swords is linked to the Ace of Swords in the fifth week. Is linked to new beginnings, at least mentally, maybe a new way of thinking or clarity, which allows this Knight of Cups to bring you a journey and adventure. You see, that leads to fulfillment, with groups of people partying and whatever. Okay. Whew. Yes, I'm interested. I'm interested to look what good will be at the end of the month. Yeah, I have a feeling that at the end of this month, the last 2 weeks, maybe even leading from the third week, honestly, is you're going to start to get a whole lot more clarity on your situations, and you'll be able to step out on your own or allow people to come to you and not worry about whether or not they're going to be basically manipulating you because you want Jesus Christ. Oh, thank you, Ingrid. Thank you. Okay. Here's the deal for this month. Exactly. Exactly. And all because you said that is this. You understand, like this first week, you're going to be understanding here, especially with this Nine of Pentacles. So you're going to be understanding that you're stable on your own, emotionally, mentally, and physically stable on your own, right? And then you're going to be able to rest. You're going to be able to rest and recover and heal from whatever was going on in the past. Okay. And you're dropping all of this petty stuff. You're reconciling with the petty arguments. You're walking away from those things that aren't actually serving you, beneficial to you. You're walking away from that. And on top of that, you're going to be able to enjoy whatever offers are coming to you without the fear of being manipulated, because you understand how strong and independent you are. It's like, I'm not sure if you're already here or if you feel afraid to do things because you're afraid of people manipulating you, but you've done so much healing throughout this month, okay, that you can accept these things from people or from experiences or jobs or whatever, and you can move forward without the fear of being manipulated because you gain so much clarity. That's exactly what this is about. That's exactly, and you're not letting these things affect you. You're not letting them affect you, because anyone who does, you're like, no, I've already been through this and I got clarity now. So I can move on my own and I can trust in myself. Okay, this looks similar to your read. Yeah, I really do believe that maybe this month, which it sounds like I said, it's cliche. It's like everything's about healing, and it may just be this time frame or the stars or whatever the hell's going on, But it's like it's realizing your personal strength, your personal accountability, and when you realize just how strong you are as an individual, not really anything can touch you. You got to make decisions that best suit you, but you can't allow these past things to control and manipulate you. You got to be able to move forward. And this is for Ingrid right here, but I've seen this a lot. You got to be able to move forward. Just take all that pain from the past, what you have done. You recognize it, you're healed from it, but you're not letting that control you. That's exactly what that's about. And that's really good. That's really good to hear, Ingrid. Because, like I said, these cards keep coming up for you. I swear, and you see it too. Or cards similar to this, and it's all about that maturity that you have, and you're just not seeing it, or you're not believing it. Maybe because people have been manipulating you in such a way to make you doubt your own capabilities, to keep you under control. But it's like you're done. You're done with you. You recognize that you're done with it, and you're healing from it. You're not letting it go now. It's not forgive and forget. It's forgive and remember. But I'm taking that, and those are my tools. Those are my swords. Those are my swords. Every heartbreak, disappointment, betrayal, every manipulation tactic, you can't use that on me anymore. And now I'm going to do whatever I want to do because I got all of this knowledge backed up. So that's very good. That's very good and interesting. Both of y'all, really good. No, and that's really a shame, especially when you are the type of person, or when we are the type of people, which I am, and that's been curved a lot, who is always there for other people, who always takes care of people's business, who pays for people when you don't have enough money, who's always there for people to emotionally dump. You know, these people, they don't see us as people who need anything. Therefore, they don't even consider how we feel or if we need something, and they see us only as either ATM card or a bank card, or they see us only as a therapist or something when they need something, but they don't ever think to check on us. And then sometimes we get the feeling that we can't depend on people. You know, yeah. Sometimes we can't rely on people, but sometimes we put ourselves in that position because we don't allow people to grow on their own, and they look for us for stability. And then sometimes there just really are people that you can't rely on because they're pieces of crap. But that's very few and far in between when you look at it. But Ingrid, I hope that you enjoyed that reading. Okay. What times? Oh, I've been here for almost 2 hours now. So I just wanted to jump on for a little bit because I got need to get on and see if I can talk to somebody or help somebody out because I really wasn't going to do this. My plan is to do this only on Tuesdays now, unless you have a membership or something like that. But I just felt like I need to get on here this Saturday morning and help a few people out. So I got to help out you, Ingrid, and I got to help out you, Lenore, right? Okay. So, oh well, I'll tell you what. We'll go ahead, Lenore, and I'll answer that question for you. But Lenora, you'll be the last one, okay? I'll give you like 10 more minutes. So you got to hurry up with that question. But it's time for lunch. I haven't eaten anything. I had an energy drink. I did what? What I do with my messy self? Yeah, I was supposed to be here Tuesdays. I think that's what you're talking about, Tuesday evenings. But I'm like, because doing these readings and this other stuff, yeah, I need a break. Cause y'all be messy all this dang on energy. How will it be when I spice it up? Well, this seems like a very easy one. So real quick, let's see how things will be, and I'm going to do a 4 card spread. All right. Overall energy, the person you're spicing it up with, what they'll think, what you could possibly be doing, and then the overall outcome. Okay, we'll do that, and then we'll leave it at that. Okay. And I am not messy. No, I can be messy. It's fun to be messy. Sit here being all spiritual and all this chanting and being nah. We're here for real life stuff. I do what the energy requires. So overall, there, Lenore. Let's see how it would be when you spice. Oh, that means that you're taking the reins. You're taking control. All right. Now, if you actually do go there and you take the reins and things don't change, okay. Now, yeah, I did my part. You ain't doing your part. I got to, you know. But I'm not telling you what to do now. I'm just saying. Let's see what happens when you take the reins. Because it is fun to have a partner who's fun. That guy may need to loosen up. Yeah, I wonder if he's older than you too. But let's see. Overall energy for that, we'll go ahead and pull the Queen of Pentacles. Ah, that's pretty interesting there. That's once again, see, y'all are a lot. He's older but less experienced. Ooh, Lord, the 40-year-old virgin. Let me stop. I don't know. But and that may be a thing too. He may be scared. Or just not even thinking about it. Maybe just focusing on the kid and you and just financial stability. Who knows? But I see here when you begin to spice things up, you got the Queen of Pentacles energy. That's stabilization, you know? And that's a little bit more of obviously a feminine energy because it's the Queen of Pentacles. Doesn't need to be a female. But that's more of that feminine energy where you receiving things and you're making it grow, right? Whatever is given to you, you multiply it. That's pretty good. That's interesting. So if you start when you start spicing things up, you're going to be causing growth. And let's see. Ah, something happened there. You got that three of swords there from that Raider weight deck. Three of swords there in reverse. And like we said, that is healing from some kind of mental emotional disturbance. Aware of it. Something happened in the past. Something happened there. We ain't gonna get too far into that. I'm only pulling these four cards, okay? Oh yeah, that's good. When you start putting forth that effort or making these moves, doing whatever, that's going to cause growth. But the other person involved, they're aware of something. They're healing from it. And that's the thing. They're healing from it. They're just aware of it. Okay. But I'm only pulling one card. You have to come back for more later on. One card per set. And so right now, what more you can do further? Okay. Whatever actions you can take further upon that. That's very interesting. Look at that. This is, you know what, Lenore? I was trying to sit here and be all emotional and sappy or whatever, but you're honestly in a very good position. You're in a very good position because even though there's hurt, that hurt has been acknowledged and is healed from, it's still there. It's still there. But you got this 10 of cups here, that happy family, happy home, just things being much better than expected, you know? That's really good. Oh, yeah, that may be it. That may be it. Especially if you've, for whatever reason, have been reminiscing about the past and saying this, that, and the other, you may feel a little insecure or just like a little off about it. But hey, whatever's happening, you know, this is a pretty good reading right here, actually, Lenore. Let me go ahead and get that final card. Any advice or outcome from the universe itself directly? Okay. Let's see what they have. If nothing wants to, this wants to come out here. This is so weird. So weird. And then you got there again, that King of Swords energy being quite direct, being direct about this. That's pretty interesting. Being direct. I'm gonna draw one more card for that. I'm gonna draw one more card because they say that's the result, potential outcome or result, and it's like I'm pretty sure you've already spoken about this, but I have a feeling here. Yeah, you've already spoken about this. That's pretty interesting. Okay. No, I'm not seeing that. What I'm seeing is this. This flicked into my mind when this came out, and then this came out, and that came out. Okay, it's like this. You've already spoken about all this stuff. Somebody's being stubborn about something. Okay, someone's being stubborn about something. Oh Lord, let me get one more card. I'm gonna get a card for this three, and I know I said I was gonna be like 5 minutes, but this is too damn interesting. I'm gonna get one more card, only one, but it's three of swords in reverse. But y'all, this has already been spoken about, right? Hmm. You got this six of swords here, moving from rougher waters to calmer waters. At the bottom of this deck, you got the Chariot card, which is Taurus, right? I want to say that that Chariot card is in fact Taurus energy. Oh no, I'm dead ass wrong. No, that's not Taurus energy. That's Cancer energy. Water swords. Da, 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 da. Hey, Lenore, when you start to take control, okay, he's going to see that, all right, and he's going to start moving away. He's going to start moving away from this heartbroken energy altogether, okay? But this right here is what's really getting to me. That King of Swords, that Knight of Pentacles, and then this three of I say three of cups, but this four of cups energy here, okay? And it's telling me, and I know that you may not want to hear this, and it's getting cloudy and cool out here as I'm saying this, okay? Hmm. This is something that you need to actually do, okay? This is something that you need to actually do. And it's going to be slow. It's going to be slow. It's slow and it's stable, but it's too slow for you, but it's something that you need. Because this is a gift coming from the universe, a gift coming from the universe, and you're here looking at these three of cups, the partying energy, the group energy, or whatever it is, and you're not seeing this gift being given to you from the universe. But y'all already talked about this, it seems like. It's like you already talked about this, you know. Maybe y'all might need to have more discussions, but I see here too. It's like you're being prepared too. You know, it's not a bad thing, but it's like I don't want to tell you this because I feel like you don't want to hear this. You know, especially all the talking we've been doing over these past couple of weeks or months or whatever. It's like you don't want to hear this. You guys already talked about this, but this is something that you may actually need to prepare you for the future and move on to other things. With this Chariot card here, because major things are happening, life changing things are happening. You need to be prepared for it with this Chariot card, and you look at your good sides and bad side, louder, whatever the hell it is, right? Spiritual and physical side of things, emotional, physical, emotional, mental. But it's like this is preparing you for a major move in the future. When you start doing these things, he's going to be moving away to he's going to be in a better position, maybe even the whole relationship. And right here, it's just that you're going to be actually enjoying yourself more than you realize as a family, most certainly. But it's just going to be slow, and you have to accept that slowness. You know, I hope this makes sense. Yeah, I got the feeling that you just don't. There's a very stubborn energy. Like I said, y'all already talked about the universe is saying clear communication is necessary. Y'all already talked about this. Y'all already talked about this. Probably to the extreme, and it's like nothing. It's like it's going to be that way until you accept that cup. You're going to be looking at that until you accept that cup. But it's all preparation for your future. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay, so Lenore, I really do appreciate you coming by with your messy self, picking on me because I'm a Virgo, and you a Taurus too. You a Taurus too. You just a creature of comfort, definitely. So I'm gonna pick on you too. We both were stubborn, but I think the heartbreak is when me and my ex was friends. He used to play cool. Oh, oh. Well, that's a whole nother story right there that we can discuss. But I'm gonna pick on you too, Lenore. I do appreciate you coming by, and Ingrid, if you're still here, I do appreciate you too. Let me go ahead and drop this little heart emoji here. Okay. But ladies, it's time for me to go get some chow. Chow. Oh, I went back like 10 years, 20 years. Damn, it's not been 20. Damn. No, it's only been like 10 years. Anyway, I thank y'all all. It's time for me to eat.
And I hope y'all have a great weekend, okay?